Make sure all 4 ingredients are on the plate. Then you get 10 points in creativity. So bring out your chef chops. And then finally, of course, 15 points for the taste of the dish. Is there any questions on the scoring? Judges, are you ready?
We are ready.
Yeah? Chef Alan, you psyched?
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's do it, man. Yeah. Let's get that griddle going over here.
Alan wants some griddle use.
What's a griddle in?
So you've got a griddle here. This is for all 5 of you to use. All right, and finally, Chef Kevin, you excited?
Excited. This is a great opportunity for the community to come together with hospitality. Thanks for letting me come here today.
Happy to have you. Chef Ben, you got any final words for Chef Tustin's? You've been here before. You have, I think you've won this in the past, haven't you?
Yeah!
I'm just glad to not be here tonight. So.
A little bit less stressful on this side, right? All right, guys, I'm gonna wheel out the mystery basket ingredients and we're gonna start. You'll have 20 minutes. If it's not on the plate in 20 minutes, it will not be on the plate. You do not need to get your plate into the hot box within 20 minutes. They need to be at your station, finished within 20 minutes. And if you choose to use the hot box, you can take your time and put them over there. There's 5 sheet pans. Have your own sheet pan for those 3 plates with the covers. All right? Boathouse will be presenting first. 2, 3, 4. Harley's will be presenting the judges 5th. Understood? All right. Let's go!
The first ingredient is skin-on chicken thighs from Royal Crest Farm, which is a Shamrock Oak Canyon company. The second ingredient is chopped Calabrian peppers from Italy. This is a really hot ingredient everywhere now. A little spicy, but it's good. A lot of flavors. The third ingredient is Israeli couscous, which is a small pearl pasta, and it cooks like regular pasta. And then the last ingredient is rambutan fruit. It's very similar to lychees. So, yeah, grown in Central America. So those are the 4 ingredients. Make sure you use all 4 of these ingredients in your plate.
Any final questions before we start the countdown? All right, I'm gonna put 20 minutes on the clock. In 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
Look at this guy, man. He's got the black glove hands on, man. These guys, you don't need no paws, baby.
Points for presentation, 15 for mystery products.
All right, Chef, could you please describe the dish to the judges?
Good evening. From the Boathouse Grill today, we have prepared for you a very simple lemon couscous to not take away from that beautifully cooked curry, sweet bourbon-style chicken thigh with your chili peppers and remoulards tossed in a bourbon Chardonnay glaze as well. Hopefully sweet, savory, and spicy.
So how do you use the Ramadan?
So we used it 2 different ways. Not only did we put it into the reduction that we cooked your chicken thighs in, but we also diced it up and put it on top at the end. I know we're not supposed to do that, but it actually has a very good sweet flavor that complements curry very well.
Give it up for the Boathouse!
David. And you guys
guys might not know, but David said if he wins tonight, he's going to apply for jobs.
That's true. That's true.
Great flavor, David. Great flavor.
All right, Chef Gary, would you please let the judges know what you prepared for them today?
We did red pepper, rambutan, couscous. I took the chicken thigh, marinated in the red pepper flakes, sauteed up, crisped up the chicken skin for some little crispy skins on top, and vegetable skewer on the side.
Beautiful. I like the presentation too. That skewer is a great idea. Have you ever used a rambutan before?
No, but Tiffany has.
Oh, so sous chef coming in crucial.
She knew the fruit.
All right, Tiffany, tell me about your experience with rambutan. All right, everybody, let's give it up for College Street Brewhouse and Pub! Your initial impressions, Alan?
Oh, great presentation. Have the crispy chicken skin on the top. Very nice. Very nice, man.
Bon appetit. All right, chef. Would you like to explain your dish, please?
So we have a Mediterranean-infused plate for this evening. It is a Mediterranean-encrusted seasoned chicken thigh with a Colombian chili oil tomato couscous, and then we did a ceviche-style to get that lemon lime into the dish on the rambutan. And then we also have a side of crispy eggplant to add some texture to the plate as well.
What was the most exciting ingredient for you in the mystery basket?
So, true story. I had a dream 2 nights ago that there were going to be lychees in the basket. I did.
I get a vision.
I did. 100%.
So this is hairy lychee at rambutan. Did that throw you for a loop then, or you were prepared?
I kind of had already planned on doing that, but we got it. Right through it.
All right. Well, let's give it up for the Magic Bijos. Place are beautiful.
I know how difficult this is, so I don't want to discourage. Everything's good. You guys did phenomenal to get it done in 20 minutes. So it's a good looking plate. All right. Thank you very much.
What did you bread there? What was that?
The eggplant.
The eggplant. Nice. Nice. Chef Corey, would you like to introduce your dish, please?
Hello everyone, Thank you for having us. So everything that we did is inspired by the Nautical's new menu. So we did a savory couscous, so you're gonna get traces of shallots, garlic, and rosemary and thyme. And we also did a savory chicken thigh, so scored, should be seasoned very well. We cross-utilized the ramekins. We used those 2 ways. We did a smear with them as well. We blended them with the peppers, and we also included them in our chutney. So we did a pineapple chutney with them as well, and we put them right on top, and we topped everything off with some microgreens.
Well done! That's a great looking plate, Chef. Did you have a particular inspiration or just a new menu at Nautical?
Just the new menu at the Nautical. The beach bar is under construction, should be around soon. The Nautical is back, baby.
Was there any mystery basket ingredient that kind of threw you for a loop?
No, pretty familiar with all the ingredients, so went over pretty well. The sweet should pair really, really nice with the peppers. So everything should come together. You should get sweet, spicy, and savory.
All right, let's hear it up for the Nautical. These chefs rocked it! What do you think?
Very nice. Great presentation, Corey.
Ben, thoughts?
That's the best of the plate so far. A little heavy.
All right, Chef Allen, what do you think?
I thought so too. Great presentation, but a little salty there, but we're going to call you Rambutan Riley, man. Best use of the Rambutan so far. Very
Let's
nice.
hear it for Rambutan Riley! All right, Chef Lopez, would you mind describing your dish, please?
I did a Parmesan couscous with tarragon garlic shallots with a heavy cream fresh sauce that has the maple syrup as well as the peppers. Then I ended up taking the chicken breast, deboned it, added white truffle oil, stomach residual, and lemon pepper, and made that as searless on the flat top, and then finished it with the skillet. Finished it then with the Rutan chili pickle on top with the microgreens.
Very nice looking dish. Was there a particular mystery basket ingredient that threw you for a loop?
The fruit actually did. The flavor itself was not as potently sweet, so I think that was people taking on the pickle and the vinegar flavor.
So you pickled rambutan?
The Prosecco white wine vinegar.
Great use of the pantry, by the way. Ben, thoughts?
What was in the couscous again? It's kind of coming across kind of sandy. Is it just because maybe it's sap?
Do you want to describe your couscous again, please?
I did boiled it, and I did heavy cream, tarragon, garlic, shallots, and then a little bit of the white truffle oil.
Great creativity. Couscous is something very different we haven't seen, so good job on that.
What did you think about the use of the truffle oil?
I'm not tasting a lot of it, but
Probably a good thing. It can be overpowering, right? Subtle. All right, let's give it up for all of our competitors in round one.
Chef, your pan's roaring.
Thanks, appreciate that.
Couscous is cooked, no flavor. No flavor? Okay, perfect. Let's add a little vinegar to it. Any vinegar.
7 minutes, guys. 7 minutes left.
We'll stop.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Very impressive dish. So what do you think of the mystery basket ingredients? All right, Chef. Would you mind taking a moment and explaining to the judges what you made today?
We actually cooked Israeli couscous and beef tacos, same way that we did the chicken, but we used white truffle on the couscous, and we used the rambutan to make a gelée to put it under the chicken and top the chicken.
You made a gelée in 20 minutes.
In 20 minutes.
How? Wait, hold on, Ben. I think I might have a new legend here. You made gelée in 20 minutes. I think that tops your pasta.
A quick gelée, we use cold water. I used a little bit of cold water that was in the bag to be able to solidify the rambutan. And the peppers as well.
But what were those mushrooms in the saute pan that you did not plate?
But I didn't add it because I already put white truffle to it. So I didn't want to add too many layers of flavors to it. I wanted to keep it very simple. Where are the mushrooms?
Not on the plate.
The white
Chef said he decided not to put the mushrooms on the plate to use truffle.
Truffle oil. You decided to go with the truffle oil. You want some of the mushrooms?
Too late now. Too late now. All right, so talk to me about how you prepared the couscous.
The couscous, we started out with hot water, and we added a little bit beef tallow.
Yeah, where was the inspiration for the tallow coming from?
The tallow is fat, and it's going to add a lot of flavor to it, and it's going to make it very, very dense. And it's going to cut all the wine and everything that was put into the chicken. One basically chicken.
Yeah, very creative dish, chef. Let's hear it from Foundry, guys! Give it up! All right, Alan, so besides the action, what do you think about the play?
I like it. I'm trying to jelly right now. But there's a bone in my chicken that.
Has there not been a bone in your earlier chicken, Mom?
Everybody else took the bone out.
Is that a plus or a minus in your view?
I don't know. Tender to the bone. The chicken is tender when you get to the bone.
I'm a big fan. Bone in, right? Big chef. All right, Mr. Where's My Mushrooms? What did you think of the Foundry?
Well, it is a very simple plate. It's just basically couscous and the chicken is how it comes across, but vegetable, maybe a little more color, and then a sauce to kind of bring it all together because there's dripping or whatever.
Did the tallow come through in the couscous?
No, I don't want to say clean. I don't know if I can taste that fat. Yeah.
Thank you, Chef. And then last but not least, Chef, a few words. What did you think about the Foundry?
You already know, I was missing the mushrooms. I think I could have added to the presentation more. The chicken, the truffle was good. I like the bone in the chicken, that was good. Good creativity.
Thank you, Chef. All right, everybody, one more time for the Foundry! My friend Trula, would you please describe to the judges and the crowd, loudly and proudly, what you made today?
Okay, on the bottom we have, hold on, I wrote it down. We have we have a salted couscous with some grilled hot honey pineapple. There is a salad on the side with the Calabrian chilies, pineapple, and some Napa cabbage. Also with the ramektan diced in there raw. There is also some grilled ramektan on the side for sweetness. The salad was tossed in an amba sauce, a pickled mango sauce to give it a little bit of tang. There's a little bit of hickory smoked bacon for salt. And then it's topped with a pan-seared chicken and some fresh greens for a light taste at the end. Okay?
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
What do you think about the mystery basketry? Is there anything to throw a curve in here?
Oh, no sweat. No, the
Use the
hospital, we
ramen?
know everything. No.
So you have,
It's baking till you make it, right?
well, the plate looks gorgeous, so I think you baked it really well. Let's hear it up for the Havasu Regional Medical Center!
Fruit garnish, you got the vegetable garnish. Chicken is good, the skin is crispy. That's what I like.
Crispy skin. Was it bone in or boneless?
It was boneless.
But it still came out delicious.
Yeah.
So you can't be a bone-in snob anymore.
No, that's Judge Marco.
Oh, all right. Let's go check him out.
What did I do now?
All right. What did you think of the HRMC dish?
I really like it. The couscous with the pineapple and the bacon on the side. The couscous came together really nice. The chicken had a crispy skin. I like it.
Thank you very much. All right, Chef Ben. Final thoughts.
I like it. It's a unified plate. I like to see gloves when you're plating, especially when you're plating for strangers. So, love it. Thank you.
Well, you can always count on the hospital for food safety first and foremost. Yes. All right, everybody, one more round of applause for the Havasu Regional Medical Center. And hey, let's give it up for all of our contestants. They're taking time away from their restaurants to entertain you, to help raise money for the local Wave Association. We are so happy that you guys came. Thank you so much. And we'll go tally the scores. All right, the third highest score, a 114.5. Thank you, Ben. Homies and Hot Rods! Moving on to our final round. All right, I'm gonna hand it over to Roland, and we are gonna reveal the mystery basket ingredients. Let's go for Roland.
Do it.
All right. You guys ready to find out what it is? Okay. All right, the first ingredients is live Maine lobster. The second ingredient is wild ramps. That is in the family of the wild onions grown in the Northeast and Canada. Then the third ingredient is goat's milk brie, made by Laura Chanel in California, and obviously made with goat's milk. And the last ingredients is polenta. Very popular in Italy, cooks really fast. Let's wait and see what they do with all these ingredients.
All right, we want to let all the participants know we changed it to 30 minutes because we're doing a live lobster, we're doing polenta. That's a tough ask in a half hour. We got the time. Are we starting now? We're starting now.
10 seconds.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go! Queso chicharrones. That'd be a great product in the restaurant.
People's Choice. So stick around and let's find out the People's Choice and also who gets crowned Havasu Top Chef for 2024.
What's the comment here for seeing
Good. Flip that one over, do the same thing. Flip. Beautiful, thank you.
All right, Trula, I'm gonna give you the microphone. You hold it as far away from your mouth as you want, and let the judges know what you made.
Okay. This evening we made a Chinese five-spice brie-infused polenta, made with cream and water from the poached lobster. So there's lobster stock in the polenta. On top of that is a lobster scallion, mushroom, and ramp pancake. topped with a rico, sauteed lobster, cilantro, microgreens, and nitrogen orange aerials around it for a little bit of freshness.
Really impressive. Great job. So talk to me, how did you make the pancake?
The stallion pancake. Well, I made the dough ahead, and I made extra to share with everybody.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Rolled it out, put the scallions, ramps, and everything in there, and carried on. Had one of the apprentices cook it up for us on the black stove.
Great utilization of your wave student, thank you. What mushroom did you use in there?
What are they? The big, yeah, the
Creminis,
mushrooms.
yeah.
Yep.
Let's hear it for the Havasu Regional Medical Center! All right, Chef Allen, I'm stoked to hear your thoughts on this. What did you think of Jula's plate?
Well, I love the queso chicharrone. Okay, that is my favorite fried cheese. The pancake is a little heavy. Okay, a little heavy. But the blood is great with the 5 spice. Very creative. I like that. Yeah.
Sexy looking dish. Thank you, Allen. All right, Chef Ben, thoughts?
Comments for you. All right. If I didn't know any better, I'd say you knew what the ingredients were. But I'd also like to see live Maine lobster featured like right on top. Like this is live Maine lobster, not a scallion cake. But the other thing too, the claw. We wanted to see that as a garnish, maybe, right? Have a claw on top, and even if you needed to Roland's point, you could cut the claw in half laterally and still get 2 portions out of it. So, but interesting, all 3 of your plates look identical, so that's good too, because I'm not seeing a lot of that tonight.
Yeah, great presentation on that. All right, Chef Kevin, final thoughts.
I love the presentation. I also loved watching the Wave student cook the pancake. Good job, Wave and CCAP. But I would have liked to see a better garnish.
All right, thank you very much, Chef. One more time, let's hear it for the Havasu Regional Medical Center, everybody!
All right, so for our final round, I went true to myself and a little crazy again. So you have a brie and ahi amarillo polenta on the bottom, a little bit of heat, sweet, and creaminess. We butter poached the lobster. I actually took that butter, ground up some of the shells, the tamale, a little bit of cream, and I ran that through the ISI, so you've got a little bit of whipped butter on the side that'll feature the tamale. You've got burnt scape sauce that is also fortified with lobster stock and shell. That has some grilled scapes on top, some fried thyme, citrus, and zest. I tried to keep it light and true to the lobster as much as possible.
How do you use the wild ramps?
Wild ramps I used in the sauce. I did grilled on top, and I've got it in the butter as well.
All right.
It's all throughout.
Let's hear it for Benchmark Restaurant! All right, Chef Kevin, you got some initial impressions?
I love the foam. Awesome. Very good.
Very creative use. Yeah. Thank you, Chef. Chef Ben, what'd you think about this plate?
I'm still missing my lobster. I wanted more lobster on this plate. I'm still tasting ingredients. Yeah, the green sauce. What were the ingredients again, Chef?
We burnt the ramps. I did butter. It's got the tamale in it as well. I did the same compound before throwing it in the ISI in it. It's got a little bit of chicken base in there, water, and a little bit of oil.
Yeah, because I could taste that, like the char in the sauce. Trying to get that burnt flavor. Yeah.
All right, Chef Allen, what do you think?
Best use of ramps right here, man.
What impressed you about the ramps?
Well, they're just tender and very mild, flavorful for an onion, and I can see the whole ramp.
Paired well with the lobster?
What's that? Oh yeah, definitely. And, I think a lot going on this plate, but kind of good flavor coming.
What'd you think of the foam?
Yeah. I like the foam when I get it, you know.
All right, everybody, one more time for Benchmark! So next up, we've got our friends from Harley's and Hot Rods Motor Pub and Grill. Chef Lopez bringing his dishes up to the judges.
Let's go!
All right, Chef, pressure's on. You got a fan. Love you. If you don't mind taking a moment.
Harley's, baby.
Alright, so first and foremost,
I want to eat it with the spatula.
And doing a lobster stock with the polenta, folded in the cheese as well as a little bit of Parmesan and heavy cream. And then I add a little bit of hot honey and chipotle pepper adobo sauce. With that, I did a bourbon butter honey glazed carrots with flash fried ramps. I just did a light vinaigrette on those, and then what I did is I butter poached the lobster, sauteed it with snow peas, shallots, and panini mushrooms to balance the flavor together.
Very impressive dish. So, what did you think when you saw the live lobster?
I was honestly like flabbergasted. I wasn't expecting it at first, but at least I know how to. I used to work with lobster salads, but I know how to do a breakdown. So.
Great job, Chef. Let's hear it for Harley's and Hot Rods.
Let's go. Yeah.
Alan's ready. Here we go. What do you think of Harley's?
I like, again, the vegetables. Look at the ramps. Look at the ramps. Give it up for the ramps.
Look at the ramps!
And, I'm kind of with Ben. I mean, I'm looking for a lobster. I think he kept a little of it back there for the team. I don't know. But
Gotta feed the sous chef.
Interesting, a little sweet, but hey, it's different. It's good.
It pairs well with the lobster, though.
He's a creative guy. He changed hats. Changed hats for the
Final round hat. All right. Looks like you're ready. Letting you chew. Did you get enough lobster on this plate, Chef Kevin?
I would like to see more lobster so far, and more color. The vegetables are perfect. Great job. And I love the use of the mushrooms, so good job.
Very colorful plate. All right, Ben. Probably the most critical judge we have here. What do you think?
Milk or deep? I just like. You gotta tighten up the polenta a little bit. I like nuts on the vegetables, but it is pretty vegetable forward on this plate. So.
How were the snap peas? Did you like those?
I haven't tasted those yet.
Let me know. Let me know. Yeah, but I like that they used that. I think that's nice. All right, everybody. How about one more time for Harley's and Hot Rods? All right, Chef Corey, would you mind explaining to the judges and the crowd what you made for your final round?
So for the final round, we did lobster a couple different ways. The first way is going to be an angry lobster, right? It's going to be taken care of. When we seared it off, we split it up. You should have a head and a tail. The second way that we did the lobster is going to be a butter citrus poached lobster. We also served the salad with that. The polenta is going to have the cheese inside. It's also going to be very savory. It's going to have a slight edge of spice. We use some peppers and onions and garlic and shallots. We also did vegetables for you guys. So just to complete the dish, make it simple. And we also grilled a pineapple. Just major use of the black stone.
Chef, that is a substantial plate of food. Looks like you gave them a nice portion. What was your thought about that going to the final round?
We like to over-exceed at the nautical, so we figure we'd give you guys, a different taste of the lobster different ways.
So is this the type of portion they're going to get if they come see you at the nautical?
Absolutely.
All right, let's hear it for nautical! All right, when the judges taste a little bit, looks like they got a lot of lobster on their plate. Chef's taking notes so diligently. Chef Kevin, what are you notating there?
You snuck up on me there. Again, it's a little too full, but I love the lobster. Now we see the lobster, and I love the pineapple already.
Yeah, very nice. Thank you, Chef.
I forgot to add, we did a citrus cream sauce on top of the angry lobster as well.
What makes it angry?
The way it was cooked.
Well, you getting hot. Your pan was hot, right?
All right, chef. What do you think about this plate?
I think it's cool that you did multiple cooking techniques of the same protein on the dish. The challenge of this, in this part, the challenge of giving you one lobster was to see if you know how to process it and get as much meat out of it as possible. All of those little legs on the front could have been rolled with a rolling pin too, and you get meat out of those. So showing multiple cooking techniques, lobster in multiple ways on the plate, that shows skill. That's one of the categories, that's techniques. That's what we can see more. The green salad, you don't need it on this plate. And you can tighten it up a little bit and just leave that off. But I like you showing multiple techniques and cooking styles.
Did the ramps come through on the plate?
I have not found the ramps yet.
All right, chef. You want to explain your ramp?
The rams we use 3 ways. We use them in the polenta, we use them in the cream citrus sauce, and we also use them in the vinaigrette that's on the salad.
All right, Corey, do you want to drop the mic? All right, Chef Alan, final thoughts.
Well, hey, a lot going on the plate, you know? So, yeah, the multiple cooking and lobster, I like that. It's a little tough getting that body meat, you know, chef? Especially the ladies that like it, you take it out of the shell, you know? But great flavors on the polenta, and you have the vegetable going on. Really look nice, really pretty plate, full plate.
All right, everybody, let's hear it for the Nautical! Chef Stephanie, would you mind explaining to the judges what you mean?
So we have an upscale plate for dinner this evening. We have ramps 3 ways. First way is a pesto sauce that has macadamia nuts in it. The next way is our polenta, that is a cheesy hot honey polenta with sauteed ramps in it. The third way, on top, you have crispy ramps that were deep fried. That's an element of texture to the dish. And then on the side, you have a citrus sugar snap pea. And then last but not least, you have a garlic lemon butter poached lobster.
All right, Stephanie, so how did you incorporate the goat cheese into your dish?
Sorry, the goat cheese is inside of the polenta, so it's a cheesy polenta with the sauteed rams and the hot honey.
And so when you make your pesto, you choose to use macadamia nuts. How did you come across that inspiration?
Our wonderful pantry.
Well, who provided the pantry?
Shamrock Food.
Hey, thank you so much. Beautiful dish. Let's hear it for the Magic Bistro! Alan? What are your thoughts?
Look, I ate the meat out of my lobster legs there, man.
You finally got a leg?
And I did it without a rolling pin too, man.
Only Ben needs a rolling pin. You're more of a pro than me.
No, I thought it was great that she did the different presentations. The pesto is good with the macadamia nuts. I think a nice combination there with the fried ramps. And I'm gonna get ready to dig into that lobster. The snow peas, though, it doesn't look like they took the string out of them, you know. So hey, what am I supposed to do that, or what's the deal? But
it's a little floss for later.
Yeah. And from now on, we're going to call you Macadamia Matt.
I'll take it. Thank you, Chef. All right, Macadamia Matt on the mic, going over to Chef Ben. What are your thoughts on this final dish?
I had that same comment on the peas. We got to peel the strings out. The challenge with this plate was that you were getting tasted last, and some of these didn't hold up as well. But I get what you were going for here, but some of them struggled. So finding a way to hold some of this stuff for the time that you had to wait. I like a lot of the ideas. So.
Thank you, Chef Ben. All right, last up, final judging of the evening. Chef Kevin, what are your thoughts?
I like the color. The presentation was good. I didn't need a rolling pin. I just put it in the rationale. I would have liked to see a little bit more color on the lobster claws. But other than that, good flavor.
All right, thank you very much. Let's hear it for our friends from the Magic Bistro! Again, I want to thank everybody for coming out and contributing to this great event. We raised a ton of money. Thank you so much. These are the next generation of your restaurant employees here. So thank you for opening up your wallets. We really appreciate it. And if I could beg you one last time, can we please give a loud round of applause to all of our chef testants tonight. They did an amazing job!
And in my hand, I have a list of the 5 names of the contestants, and we're gonna go from 5th all the way down to the winner. So, right here, for 5th place, with 104 points, Harley's and Harrods! Harley's and Harrods! That is 5th place for you. Moving on to 4th place, with a score of 108. Round of applause for Magic Bistro! Congratulations. Moving over to 3rd place with a score of 109. The Havasu Regional Medical Center! And now, with our first place winner with 119 points. 2nd place at 110. But our first place came in at 119. The Nautical Pizza right here for Havasu Top Chef 2024, Lake Havasu! Congratulations to our winners! All right, guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining us right here at the